And hello again. If you're watching this video, probably just finished the prior video or you need to fix something. So the purpose of this video is to show you how we can fix some things, how we can add a couple things if you want to, a little bit of enhancements that if you would like to do them, you are more than welcome to go and do. I built these in. So where we left off, we sent an email to Andrew. He's done, gives us this right here. I didn't mention that the log also would record it. And a little panel here telling me what this is all about. And so it tells me who I sent it to, students and guardians. That's kind of nice because you wonder, did I send it to the mom and dad? Did I just send it to the kid? This way you know. And this is an ongoing list. So if I'm done with the period of time, I'm like, all right, everybody, well, one kid did their work. So that's gone. Everything's gone. This is refreshed, but I still have this. So that's great. I know that on this date, I let this person know about first period, blah, blah, blah. So that's good. Here's a couple of things you can do. You will probably find that you want more than just this right here. And to fix that, to add to that, all you have to do is come up here and you go to View, Hidden Sheets, and Subjects and Variables. Open that up. I got these panels all over the place. This helps you if you forget what I said. If you can't remember, this will help you do stuff. You can delete these. I usually kind of just move them out of the way, just right click them and then drag them, and that kind of gets them out of the way. I'm going to show you everything on this page right here. Okay, so I drag these out of the way. Now, right here, important message, this is where you can add whatever you want for subjects. So you can have a subject that says, here is the code. I do a lot of codes for my kids so they can't access stuff for, and we'll do a tag for, oops, here is the code for week, like that. So week 5, whatever. So and anything you want. If you have something, I'm sure you will have something that you communicate quite often to your families and your kids, you can add that up to 20 different things. And what that's going to do is populate this right here. So now on my drop down, there we go. Here's the code for this week. Again, very important that you get these tags done correctly. They're not hard. If you forget, just hover over here and make sure you get the brackets. Those are the available tags right there. Okay. Very important you get them correctly. Otherwise, they won't read right. It'll still send the email. It'll just look kind of weird. We've all received emails and things that you wonder who wrote this. Well, somebody that didn't pay attention. You want to pay attention. So that's how you fix that. Again, you can do up to 20, whatever you like, but don't delete these. Don't change them. Don't do anything. These are very important. These ones in orange, because they're what say to the computer to make this column here say done or not done. That's very important. And if it says done, it turns it green. If it says not done, it turns it yellow. So it's got to say that. If it says something else, it's not going to turn colors. It won't break it again, but it just won't keep the functionality of color coding. Color codes are nice because, you know, in a heartbeat, you can tell exactly who's done what or who hasn't done what. Okay. So again, don't touch these. Add anything you want to this list, you're good. Now, otherwise, these things in blue, these are true variables, true JavaScript variables. These actually are run by formulas, and that's why I have them hidden over here. But they're very important because these are pulled into the code in the back end, and they make things happen. And so there's a few parts of the code that need to decide on things, variable things. And so this is where those calculations take place. And that's why I leave this, no, not this one here. That's why I had this other one. Oops. Let's close this out. Okay. There we go. I have this over here. Don't change anything behind the shield. So I just leave that alone. And if you just saw that, if you double click this, it opens this drawing tool up. Just close it. Not a big problem. Kind of glitchy like that. So that's very important. Now this one here, this panel was right over this. If you move this, might come in handy sometime. If you delete code on accident, the formulas, this is where you'll find the formulas. Every formula that's in this document, in this tool, is listed here. This is the sheet name, you'll find it. The sheet name here. This is the location where in the sheet, and this is the actual formula. So if I were to happen, for example, if I were to happen to go here and I'm like, oh, I need to get rid of Karen, so I just hit delete, I get the whole row and hit delete. Well, I literally just deleted the formulas that are in here. Notice this is Jeffrey, the first name. If I click here, I get an 8. Oops. Remember I told you it'll close automatically? Well, that's what happens. So I can actually copy the formula. I can actually do two things. I can just drag this formula down, drag these two down. Oops, it might not let me. I might close it. Nope. So, okay, we'll go like this, and we'll just drag these formulas down like this, and that'll fix it. And actually, it didn't actually fix it. In fact, don't delete these things. That's why the big yellow box was here at the beginning. So you want to make sure that you're real careful. Don't ever delete a row. What I did to fix this, I literally just typed in the name again, because by deleting it and then going through the code like that, kind of wrecked it. So make sure you don't break it like that. But if you happen to do any of the other formulas, like this long one right here, this is pretty hard to write. So this is located in subjects and variables, cell B4, so down in here. And that is this one right here. So if you happen to delete these just messing around, this is where you'll find these. That's pretty handy dandy, but I'll cover that back up as well. And that's about it for the functionality. Like I said, pretty unbreakable, pretty easy to use. Definitely take advantage of adding these extra subject lines. And then remember, don't mess with the orange ones. And I always keep these closed. I always keep them hidden. Right-click, hide sheet, because I don't use them that often. And that way I'm not going to just kind of accidentally get in there and do something. So it's a good idea to keep those closed, just like it's a good idea to keep the emails and everything like that closed. I will show you the other sheets before we're done with this video. If I go to the hidden sheets again, I've got a couple. One is mail form. And if you're tempted to look at this, the first thing it says, do not enter anything on this sheet. This is actually the form that determines how the mail gets sent. So for example, if I select some students for emails to be sent, what happens in column B then dictates what goes here. So this is populated, and this is basically a group for the student email, a group for parent email 1, and a group for parent email 2. So it's pretty vital that this stuff stays like it is. It says don't enter anything on the sheet. If you put any numbers in here, it'll mess it up. And the reason why is these little numbers here, this 7, this 7, and this 5, these are counting the number of messages. Basically, it's counting the last row, which is this one right here. And it's really important the way the code works that it knows with this number, that it's accurate. So if I were to put something down here, then it would mess up that number and it actually wouldn't send those emails. So it's really important. Again, just like I showed you earlier, if you happen to delete one of these formulas, oops, then you can find it on the other page, the subjects and variable page, and just paste it back in. But like it says here, just don't enter anything on this sheet. This is kind of the engine that makes it all work. And so I will close this up, hide that sheet, and then we'll look over here. The last sheet is very mundane, hidden sheets, template. This basically is what the last message was that you sent, and this you can type in here and it'll just get overwritten. You really can't break this sheet. It's here because it has to be here, because the message comes from here, and the first place that it goes is here, and then it gets read by the code, and these tags are replaced, and then it gets put in the email, then it gets sent. So it has to land here to be within the sheet. That's why this is here. This may come in handy if you happen to have an email, a whole email that you like, the whole thing. So it would be possible, for example, for me to take this and Control-C and then paste it over here. And now this will just stay here for as long as I want. And if I wanted to have, maybe you wrote a nice long email that you just like to keep, you like the wording of it, you like the message, you don't want to have to retype it, you can copy that message, it will be the last one that you sent, and then paste it here, and whatever here, that's why I made these boxes the same, same size, so you can paste whatever number you want. That won't do anything to anything. It's just kind of a handy way if you want to keep a whole message. It may be, well, actually, and it would actually work. I could probably go Control-C and then Control-V and paste it in there. So that's pretty cool. Of course, look, it puts in these quotes. It does that because of the JavaScript. I could just take the quotes out. But another thing you notice, the sidebar works on every page. It doesn't just have to work on this page. And you might want to be over on the log page and have a big list, and then send an email based on when did I contact people last. So you could say, here's the people I contacted on whatever date, and be here, and then reference that information while writing your email here. A lot of versatility here. A lot of versatility. So that's about it. Again, I really think, I restated this on all my videos, that this will be a game changer for your communication, your feedback, And of all things that are of value to student success, families being able to help the students be successful, it's that communication, that feedback. You're going to be the hero of the team and of those families if you can start sending out these emails right away. They're personalized, they're quick, they're to the point. You can do 30, 40 of them literally in a second, couple seconds. It's just going to take you a couple minutes to get the name list with the emails done right. Once you get that done, you are golden. All right. Enjoy using this tool. If I can do anything for you, like I said in the other emails, let me know. You can find my contact information, and I'm happy to help in any way that I can. Take care. Have fun.